Hello and welcome to the latest episode of the Board Masters with me, Chris Mullins, and tonight we are carrying on with our campaign through the Seventh Continent and the Voracious Goddess curse. And I'm hoping we are closing in on the end of the map that we got in this clue. I'm hoping it's either going to be here or possibly there. So not far away at all now, and hopefully we'll find that in this video. So let's dive straight in. Before I do go adventuring, I am just going to check this pit on the square that we're on. So that's number 192. Okay. What you initially thought to be just a pit is, in fact, a necropolis with many graves dug into its walls. Well, that sounds promising. Strange symbols carved into one of the tombs catch your eye. You are not quite sure what they mean. Could it be a rudimentary language or a secret code? Take a card whose number corresponds to these symbols from the adventure deck if available. Now I'm wondering if it is the number of shapes in each one. So we've got, so that would be 2 rectangles, 4 squares, 1 rectangle. So is that 2, 4, 1? So I need to draw a card to check that, which is a curse. So let's have a look. 2, 4, 1. Nope, not that one. No idea. So I'm going to leave that there and maybe come back if I have a light bulb moment. But let's head west. Okay. A sharp stone. You've picked up a stone with sharp edges. Okay, so I can use it as either a flint resource or as a fighting, hunting action. So do I just equip that to something? No, I think I'll just discard it actually. I'll discard it to give me the flint resource so I can then craft my rudimentary flint for free and put my fire token back into play. And then I can use the 1 food I had saved over. That worked quite nicely. So I get to put 6 cards from the discard pile back into the adventure deck. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then I'm going to need card 284. To the west, a yawning rift splits the terrain in 2. On the other side of the rift, you seem to notice an opening several yards wide in the side of a mountain. Okay, there's some footprints, so I'm guessing there may be some hunting spots there, so I may head across to that one. I need an encounter number 6. Okay, and I'm going to use the leaf resource that I'm on to craft the woven basket, so I only need to draw 1 card. And then because that's a stamina card, I'm going to attach that to my bandages and shovel, which will put that usage back up to 6, and it means I can put an extra 3 item cards in the stamina bundle, which is really helpful for food, because food is stamina, I can put another 4 on there as it stands. First aid. Poisoned or injured. Okay, so that's could come in handy. I did find out after last week, I checked, and using the Yale graduate swimming action on there to clear bloody doesn't work, but I'll know that going future, but at this point it's not really applicable now. And I need to draw 3 cards to walk. Which is fine. No point keeping the fire making kit or the curse. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, that's fine. Do I want to clothing / stealth? No point crafting the camouflage outfit, but I'll move across here and I'll have a look at card 255 because that's like a map icon. Try and get my bearings. Large wicker baskets are dangling from strong ropes above a precipice. They seem to lead into the mountain in the distance ahead of you. Thick fog in the rift prevents you from determining its depth. Apparently, the baskets can move across thanks to a sophisticated mechanism. Are you ready to jump in? Okay. It's not something I want to do yet because I'm trying to find this temple type thing. And now I'm going to look at 289 because I'm hoping that is hunting. Forewarned is forearmed. So if I'm going to hunt, having 2 forewarned is forearmed cards is going to be handy. I'll discard first aid for that. And card 289. Judging by the tracks on the ground, animals passed through here lately. You hide, being sure to stay downwind to prevent any potential prey from picking up your scent. So 3 cards for 1 success. And you missed it. Right, I think I've been hunting wrong as well because I haven't noticed at the bottom it says choose 1 of the remaining cards, which represents the result of your hunt. Whereas if I've been encountering more than 1 animal, I've been just resolving all of them. Which is probably why I've done relatively well on this playthrough. So I think I'm just going to draw the 3 cards. I'm not even going to use, because there's no value of getting loads and loads of 150 cards. And I just, as long as I get 2 successes, then I'll get 2 cards the same as I would if I had 5 successes. And I have got 2. And I'll discard all 3 of those. So 2 successes gives me 2 150 cards. I might just give these a little shuffle. Okay, 1, 2. The wild boar again, so you have trailed a kind of warthog to its mud hole, and that will give me 4 food cards and a 105. Or empty-handed, right. So I definitely don't want empty-handed. So I need to get 3 stars on a stealth action. I can use my bandages, is strangely a stealth item. I can use both my forewarned as forearmed. Well, actually, what I can do, because you don't have to draw any cards, I can use my bandages to give me a star. And then I can use both forewarners forearm to give me the other 2 successes. So I succeed without drawing anything. It is going to be a 105 card. And which is bloody again, which I know I can't just get rid of going forward. Your clothes are covered in blood, whether yours or that of a dead animal. Both pose their own risks. So I need to discard 2 cards for that. And then 4 number 1 cards. And again, that's 4 lots of meat. How much? I've got fire right next to me already. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. So I may as well move across. Now, Elliot Pendleton's skill is if you move to a terrain card where there is an explorer or fire figure, you can do -1 on the movement. So I'll only have to spend 1 movement rather than 2. Go back there. Use 3 of these foods to allow me to get 18 cards back from here. And then I can attach that one to there, putting that back up to 6. Do I want to try hunting there again? I don't think I will for the minute. I'm going to head south. Hollow trunk. An old dying tree sits by the side of the path, and you notice that its trunk is hollow. Only the active player may get involved in the following action. Investigate, which is a free action on card 219, so why not? Chunk of termite mound. A crumbly piece of a termite mound that you tore from inside a hollow tree trunk. So for a fishing or a fire, -2. Okay. So I'm just going to equip that with my rope and raft. Doesn't improve the usage, so it doesn't matter. And then discard that one. And then we need card 205. The faces of the cliffs are riddled with openings that are big enough for an individual to stand. So I'm hoping there's going to be an opening here. It's just which way do I go to get there? Let's use my walking stick. So I only need to draw 1 card and head on down. The club. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I can keep that in hand, so that's fine. Let's move down there. Draw a card to look at 155. You easily reach one of the cave-like openings and step inside. The remains of crude furniture only serve to confirm that someone lives or once lived here. Before you can search the place, a tough-looking bulldog appears out of nowhere and growls at you warily. You will fight it if you have to, but maybe it's friendly. So there's a present action. which I think is one of the icons I don't have over here. So I don't fancy my chances of actually succeeding on that. So I'm just going to have to, although it's not a timed one, I can leave that there and maybe come back at a later date, similar with this tomb. Oh, I need a event card down here. But I think I'm going to go west again now, and hopefully some of your equipment is starting to give out. Will you spend time repairing it? Then I need 3 successes or lower something by 2. I think I will go for the 3 successes and draw 5 cards. One, two, 3. Perfect. Curse. I don't think I want the bolus. I don't want the Valiant Heart because that's a negative. I think I'll remember. I'll keep the remember card because that comes in very handy at times. Oh, hang on, I can't go west from the card I'm on, so I need to draw a card to walk around there to then do that event. And now I need card 208. I still would have got the 3 stars, so that's not a problem. Okay. The wind blows through the canyon, howling past its curved and weather-beaten walls and churning the fine brown dust here with each gust. It is as if the canyon is moaning in pain, the sound of which filling you with unease and sending a shiver down your spine. Okay. So again, not exactly what I was hoping. Okay, let's move on down and have a look. 2 cards. And let's look west. Loose sheet. A piece of paper flutters past, carried at the whim of the breeze. Okay. I need 2 successes. Let's draw 3 cards and hope for the best. Nope, failed that miserably. Okay. You do not run fast enough to catch it. The sheet floats away beyond your grasp. One involved character may choose 1 card with the keyword stamina in the discard pile and add it to their hand. Okay. And of course I have no stamina cards there. And banish this. I better put that there to make sure I film it. Card 218. An imposing statue carved out of the cliff face looms over the stone altar at its feet. That sounds promising. Yeah, I think that's where we need to head. Okay, 2 cards to move across there. Do I want to craft anything? Not really. Okay. So, explore is a free action at 165. Let's explore the altar. Looks pretty gruesome. A stone altar sits at the foot of an impressive statue. Atop it, you can see the calcified remains of a skeleton, leaving no doubt about the sacrificial purpose of the altar. A shiver runs down your spine as you wonder how many people met their end here. Looking at the statue, a strange thought crosses your mind. Perhaps a sacrifice might appease whatever strange forces dwell here. If you want to take the following action, you must banish one card with the keyword companion. If you want to take the following action, you must discard one card with the keyword stamina from your inventory. Okay. So I assume that's why you want to befriend the bulldog that you find in the cave. Let's draw a card to pray at the altar a moment. Discard the club for learn by doing. Card 237. You're at the foot of a gigantic statue, its gaping mouth seemingly ready to devour you. The chanting breeze coming out of it sounds both bewitching and threatening. If there is a purple card under your satchel and journal, you must apply the following effect. Instead of revealing this, return it and in place of it, take the card whose number is equal to 237 plus the number on the card, which is 7, from the adventure deck if possible, if available. So I need card 244. Okay. Immediately you recognize the gloomy idol that has been haunting your restless nights, with one notable difference. Its eye sockets are empty. Okay, so I'm assuming I'm going to have to find some things that are going to fill the eye sockets. Okay, maybe I'll find some stuff in the mountain. Discard the torch. Let's move up there. So I need 3 successes to jump into the basket. So let's go with 5. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, perfect. Right, so then I need card 188. You climb into the basket and right away you can see that it is in very poor condition. If the involved characters have less than a total of 10 item cards in their inventory, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Otherwise, the basket gives out under your weight. Luckily, you land on a rare patch of higher ground less than a dozen feet below and not at the bottom of the gully. So -3 to one piece of equipment. I suppose I can do that up here. And one involved character takes a 104 card. Superficial burn, deep cut or fractured bone. Injuries on the 7th continent can be extremely life-threatening. So I am injured and I need to discard 3 more cards for that. At least that's one that's relatively simple to get rid of, because I can just do a heal action whenever I want. Okay. Discard the card that enabled you to take this and replace it with a 185 card. So that was that one. Discard 185. The basket stubbornly refused to move. Perhaps the mechanism could not withstand the weight. So I've got the chance to try and fix it, which is 2 cards for 2 successes. Now I'm going to have a go. Nope, only got 1 there. So that was a fail. I can keep trying that if I want. Let's give it a go. I have a feeling I've got to go into this mountain. Right, so I got it that time. Discard this and replace it with a 390 card. Before getting in, you examine each of the baskets and notice that most of them are old and worn out. You doubt that any of them could support more than a single rider, and you must choose your basket wisely. Only the active player may get involved in this. Okay. So I think while I'm here, I may as well hunt again. So 289. After a long wait in ambush, you have to face it. Without the appropriate hunting equipment, you have little chance of catching anything. So I can only draw 1 card and I need 2 successes. That's a hunting action. So I want to get at least 3 to give me 250 cards. Right, so I use my blowpipe, which uses that out. That gives me 2. There must be a forewarned is forearmed card in here somewhere. There we go. So I use my remember to get that back. And then I'll use that, which guarantees me 3. And then I just need to draw 1 card, which is fine. Might keep that actually. So discard both of those. And I've got space in my inventory free again. And so I had 4 successes, so I get 250. So a crystal fragment, which seems strange. Although that may well be part of me is thinking that may be something to do with there, but it doesn't have that icon on it, so I don't think it is. Is this going to be a decision that costs me because I need that food? Right. I'm going to discard, because I have to discard 1 card that doesn't have the keyword predator because I'm bloody. And then the white hair is the result of my search, so take 2 number 1 cards. So 2 more lots of meat. I'll head back to the fire, which I don't have to pay for because that's my skill. I can move to a fire for free and use my 3 lots of food to get 18 of these cards back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Okay, so I'm just going to jump in there because I realised as I started packing everything away that I made an absolute rookie mistake, and although I don't have the items to finish off the statue, I can still interact with icon number 148, and hopefully that will give me a clue as to what I need to do. So I discarded the cards to move back across to here, and now I'm just going to look at card number 148. Okay. So you kneel before the Voracious Goddess and begin chanting, hoping that she delivers you from the mysterious evil that torments you. The peculiar melody coming from the statue's mouth gets increasingly intense to the point that it becomes almost too difficult to bear. At the same time, an enigmatic vision takes shape in your mind as if the statue was trying to communicate with you. The blurry image shows a group of people wearing loincloths walking in single file towards the rising sun for what seems like 10 days and then disappearing underground. Meanwhile, another group processes in the same direction for 2 days, shifts to go north for some time before heading back to the east for 4 additional days. An intense snowstorm then clouds the vision. Oddly, both groups seem to reach their destinations at the same time. Okay. So if they're walking towards the rising sun, so it rises in the east, and 10 days makes me think that that's a square's worth, but you can't go any further east than here. So that's where I'm going to leave it for this week, and I better take the 101 card before I forget. So another tired card, so I'll make sure I discard that, or not the tired card, but discard the cards from my hand before I start again next week. And yeah, I'll pop that away in a second. So I'm assuming it just means 10 squares worth over sort of this direction. I know I can reach that by going north and back across the bridge and then down across the precipice and what have you, but that's a lot of awkward effort. So do I try and go south and then east, or do I go for the other route and head north into the snow and then east? But if you have any feedback on that, let me know, and I'll do my best next week to try and find out what the Voracious Goddess wants from us. So thank you for watching. I hope you have a good one. Look after yourself and stay safe. Bye bye now.